DJ Dads.
What's going on? Welcome to the very first edition of the DJ Dad podcast with me, Amp Live.
And me, Dirt Monkey.
That's right. And you know, we're DJs and we're dads. We be talking about kids and music. So we decided to do a show. Just as a little background, because this is our first show, I have two teenage boys, 13 and 15. So I am on the bottom of Teenage Mountain and it's rough. It's very rough, my friend.
Yeah, I can't even, I don't know, I can't even fathom that because I have this one over here. She's...
oh man.
That's Penny.
Okay.
She's 8 months. We got a almost 3-year-old boy. And then we got, let me just stick my hand in front of the camera there. And then we got a 7-year-old boy. So we're like, I don't even know what happened 5 minutes ago. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah, so you guys are getting a plethora of kid experience. So it should be pretty good. Man, what's been happening, man?
I don't know. I mean, I took a bunch of time off when we had Penny. So she was born in July. Or wait, not July. My wife's gonna kill me if she sees this.
Oh Lord.
May. She was born in May, and I took a bunch of time off. I just started playing shows again this past weekend. So yeah, back on the road.
Cool? Response has been cool?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It's been good because I've been writing a bunch of music since I've been home so much, and I've been able to be with the kids more than I was with the when the last two were babies. So it feels good to get back on the road and play some shows and not be broke.
Yeah,
there's that.
That's the one thing about it,
Yep, gotta buy diapers.
Yeah, for me, it's been pretty busy. I was doing too many projects. I know this sounds crazy, but I did too many different types of projects, and they all hit at the same time in terms of the way they're released and also performing them. So I did probably I did all of them at the same time within a month. So I've been pretty busy on the road, which, it is good, but it's definitely very tiring, and I got to plan this out better. I have my project, which is bass and hip hop Amp Live. Then I did MVPs, which is house and dance music. Then Unified Highway, which I just got off a tour doing, is me and Eric Rachmani, and that is like reggae electronic. I'm actually playing an instrument, so that was very interesting. But it's been an adventure. I am finally off tour, so back to family time, and I am paying for it. Let me tell you, my friend. These kids don't let up, man. When you leave, they don't care what you're doing. It's like Dad's gone, so I'm mad. So yeah, it's been kind of interesting.
For everyone that doesn't know you at all, everything you just said is like classic Amp. Doing this tour, and then I'm doing that tour, and then I'm in this group and that group.
Yeah. Tough, man. When you have ADHD, like all of us have, your brain just goes everywhere. You need to regulate it. So
well, it's good to have I don't know. It's cool that you got all the different outlets of different types of music and different projects to be working on.
Yeah, I just think people get confused sometimes. So I'm trying to whittle it down where it makes more sense.
Yeah.
But, busy is good in this industry, so I'm not complaining, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, those shows look sick, too. The Unified Highway shows.
Yeah, man. We were locked in. It was fun times, man. Fun times. Funny thing, because this was the first Unified Highway tour, I'm on stage with different band members. And so luckily, because of that, the focus isn't totally on you. When you're DJing, if you're up there by yourself, anything you do, people are going to see. But when you're in a band setting, it's going to be focused on the singer. If you have some kind of solo part, people will look at you. But other than that, you're kind of just on stage up front. And during one of the shows, I was receiving text messages, because I had my phone up there to video stuff too. And I was receiving text messages from my son about spending the night at his friend's house. And I'm just dude, this is surreal right now. There's 1,000 people in the audience, and right now my son is hitting me up about spending a night at his friend's house. I was like, I'm on stage. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything.
I don't care.
Like, okay, well, Dad, can I can I stay at such and such house still? Still, everybody's waiting for the answer. I'm just like, yo, man.
Dude, next time you just got to get the whole band, just get everyone to stop the music and,
Oh
and ask the crowd and be like, yo, who thinks I should let my son spend the night at this other person's house?
Do it on FaceTime.
FaceTime would be the crowd decide.
Yeah, dude. But I was just like, this is so surreal. And then, this just tops it off. So my dad was out here babysitting because it was my weekend with the kids.
Yeah.
So, it was kind of like, granddad doesn't care. And then because I wasn't answering back, my youngest chimes in on another text, Dad, answer back. I'm like, dude.
Oh, man.
That's so ridiculous, man. They don't even know, dude. Like, when they get older, they're going to be like, oh, my gosh, I did that. But right now, they don't care. They just want to spend the night at their friend's house and keep it moving.
Yeah.
So, oh, man, what you got there? Is that Chewbacca?
No, this is one of the original Planet of the Apes action figures.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my friend Jason, he's probably going to watch this. One of my best friends who I've known forever. He gave me this a really long time ago. And yeah, this dude's been in my studio for like 20 plus years, I think.
She's just looking at it like mouth.
Going
mouth. Look at But anyways, that was definitely some DJ Dad thing that happened. Dude, pretty funny.
You got to get the crowd input next time. Let the crowd decide.
Yeah. At that moment, I was just trying to like maintain playing at the same time, not making a scene and then answering the questions. Because I didn't even know who the kid. The problem was I didn't know who the kid was, so it's just like super random.
Oh yeah, things. But
about yet. So in terms of the past shows, did they go pretty smoothly?
Yeah, mine were good. I mean, I've had a handful of like festivals and stuff since she was born, but this past weekend was getting back on the road for like headline shows. So I did Reno and Chico, and they were both great. They're like kind of smaller markets, but super fun. Like crowds showed up. The Reno one was sick because the hotel I stayed in had a climbing gym, a rock climbing gym on the second floor. Like, have you been to this hotel, the Whitney Peak?
No.
Okay, it's like one of the main hotels in town. Yeah, they got a bouldering gym, so I climbed. I just took the elevator down to the second floor and got some bouldering in. Hit the sauna.
Dude, don't you feel guilty doing all that while the kids and wife here at home?
No. I need it.
Oh man.
I need it. That's the one time I can I'll just go and sit in the sauna and bake and then leave my phone outside.
That's a tough one. Ooh, that pen. All right, cool. Well, you want to move to some questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
She wants to get on the mic, dude. I can tell. She's just fiending to get on the microphone.
Oh yeah, she's pretty much the first guest.
Yeah, that is the first guest. I like it.
Yeah. So there's one question that we never got to actually, but my wife actually commented it on the Banana Bunch, and it's actually a good question because it's something I think about. But it is. She said, "How do your kids inspire the music you make today? How is it different than the music you made prior to kids?" So I think I mean the kids definitely inspire me to hustle harder. So just having kids and having them around, I don't know, brings that youthful energy. But more so, it makes me if I get 30 minutes to work on music when she's sleeping, I'm writing a whole album in that 30 minutes, Well,
I never even thought about that. It does make you think more efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just sit there and sit in the studio for hours being messing around, being oh, I wonder what I'm going to come up with or whatever. It's more I get in there, I got some stuff in my head, I get it down, quick. Just like,
yeah, it's interesting because right now you're at the period where your kids are more, it's like the hands-on stage. They
yeah,
need you for everything, like to
yeah,
eat, to go to the bathroom, everything. So like your time is very valuable.
yeah,
I do remember that. I do remember being way more on schedule. My kids were like at the toddler stage, and it did help me. It really helped me like strategize and think about what's the most important thing and do that first, which is the stuff that makes money.
yeah,
But like as they get older, though, it becomes a little bit more looser. Like right now, I mean, I could stay in the studio. Like my kids with me, I could literally stay in the studio all day and create like I used to. But
yeah,
then I would be a horrible dad because my kids would just be doing whatever and we wouldn't be doing like family time together. So
yeah,
for me at this point, I have to like get out of that mode to be like, okay, we need to go to the park or do this and this,
yeah,
because this time is valuable while they're teens. I know when they get like 18 and 21, it'll be different. But
yeah,
because of earlier though, I am still in that mind state of like prioritizing what's really important.
yeah.
So I agree with that. That's definitely one of the things. I think also maybe not as much now, but it's probably coming up. Like my kids now don't listen to my music. Like they just think it's old people music.
Yeah.
Just it doesn't even matter. Like I'll put on the newest dubstep track or whatever. They'll be like, "Oh, this is like Unk music," or something. They'll say something like that. That's like the new thing now. Unk.
Dude, I bet they'd get so mad that you're saying that
Oh
word.
man, dude, yeah. Instant trigger for any teenager. Just start using terms that they're saying now, and they just melt right in front of you, dude. It's so
Yeah.
funny, dude.
It's
Like
us.
skibbity, you say skibbity, or you say like, "Yo, my Riz this weekend was oh man," they just go crazy, dude. It's so hilarious.
Cringe.
Cringe, yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't listen to my music now. They probably will later,
Yeah.
and be like, "Oh, I like this. I don't like this." So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just we're dad, and our music doesn't really matter because we tell them when to go to bed.
Oh yeah.
And
They
that doesn't matter.
their only goal in life is to defy you right now.
Yeah, dude, it's so horrible. But
Yeah.
yeah, we had a show at the observatory. Man, it was like sold out. Probably one of the loudest, craziest shows. So I brought both my kids. This was actually the first time that they see me perform. So I was like, you guys
Really?
just need to see what I do. And afterwards, I was like, what did you guys think? Like my 13-year-old was like, yeah, it was cool. 15-year-old, yeah, yeah, all right.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. I'm just like, was it weird seeing your dad on stage? Yeah, it was weird.
You're like, well, this weird thing that you're seeing me doing is paying your phone bill, so
Yeah, no, dude. I'm like, well, this is why you can do soccer, my friend.
yeah.
Yes. A friend of mine was like, in the back of their heads, are like, you guys are cheering now, but you don't know who this man is. He sets rules. He tells me it's not cool.
That's hilarious.
If they could get the mic, you guys are cheering now, but you really don't know who this man is.
Oh
He makes me
man.
go to bed on time. He's mean. He's strict. Stop cheering.
Yeah. You get on the mic and you're like, I'm the most cringe person in this room.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I'm looking forward to my kids hearing my stuff and really critiquing it and giving me, some good opinions. I'm looking forward to that day.
Yeah. I get opinions from my 7-year-old. He's in the stage where he like, he loves my music. It's funny because some songs I'll put on, I'll put it on and he has no problem, no filter, just being like, this, I don't like this. And I'm like, all right, I mean, that's a good, I'm not going to throw that opinion aside. Like, I'm going to take that.
I think it's cool though, because I actually think it's feeling. I mean, they don't know what's going on, so if it makes them feel weird, they'll be like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
If they feel happy, they'll like it. So
yeah, it's kind of weird though, because like my release radar is my release radar is all over the place on Spotify. And
Yeah.
the other day, there were a couple like hardstyle and hardcore songs that came on. Like there was a Little Texas song that came on.
Oh Lord.
Just because
They might like that actually.
dude.
That
So
energy.
I found out a week ago that my 7-year-old is really into hardstyle and
There you
hardcore,
go.
and that's all he wants to listen to now. All he wants to listen to. He just wants me to go on the Little Texas, and I love Little Texas. Like he's a good dude. I
Hilarious.
I
Yeah.
get into his music sometimes. It's definitely super high energy, but there's a little part of me that's like, ooh, I kind of love this. But Nico wants to listen to it all day. I can't listen to
I don't do
all day.
oh,
Yeah.
oh. Now, dude, you know what? That might be like the new punk, honestly.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Because
point.
look, those tempos are creeping up, man. Like I've been noticing the past few years, like the techno and like it getting faster,
Yeah.
it's starting to creep up. And like,
Yep.
I don't know. You know how things go in circles, so that might be like I guess when was the punk resurgence? Like when it started, like the '70s after disco. It was like the answer to disco, right?
Oh, it came out of disco. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be it. Is like a mixture of like hard style with vocals and all kinds of stuff, man.
It's probably an answer. I bet you it's an answer to like all the
Yeah, dude.
cheesy
Easy.
mainstream like EDM.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Cause kids just want to go crazy. They got all that energy. So
Yeah. I know, and I don't know. I've been listening to a bunch of hardcore now because of Nico. So,
yeah,
dude,
could you make it though? That's the question.
can I could. I should make a hardcore song now, just as like a challenge.
I dipped in it a few years ago. I was just like, I can't, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm disrespecting the hard. It's like,
Yeah.
because it's like I want to know what those guys are hearing because I don't have the ear for them. So like, why are you picking this sound? Like, what is it about this?
Yeah.
I'm just not built like that. So I'm just like, you guys got a gift that.
It's interesting, man. They'll have like a beat for the intro, and it's like, it's well mixed, and all that, and then on the drop, it's like heavily distorted. It's like super distorted bass, but it's got to translate really well to like a huge sound system because it's like a wall of sound that hits you.
I know. My thing is like, okay, so when you are in like a super hardcore crowd, I know they don't feel all of it. So I'm like, what is it that you don't feel about this song? What is it you feel about this song? Like, what are the parameters? That's
Yeah.
why I always wondered, like, why is it this sound doesn't work, but then this sound does? You know?
That I'm wondering the same thing. I'm like studying it.
Yeah. Well, you bump into Little Texas, one of these shows. Can ask that dude.
Yep.
There's a bunch of them too, man. I've seen some crazy artists. I'm like, God dang, dude, you guys are taking it.
Yeah, dude. If you get into like, I mean, if we go down a little bit in tempo and you go to hardstyle, that's actually like a huge genre in Europe at like festivals and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, no, it's huge. Yeah, they got some festivals that go crazy, and
Yeah.
people like they'll dance to a song for like 2 minutes, and then they gotta take a rest for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that kind of where festival trap was born out of? Like, isn't that
Yeah,
basically
it's like that sound. I
halftime
like
hard
festival
stuff?
trap. Man, I don't know what happened. Some of those songs, I got a couple of songs that sound like freaking World War III is happening in the drop.
Yeah.
I like some of that stuff. But things change. Things change. Cool. Well, you got any more questions? What do you think?
Let's see. I did. I had another one. Where is it? Oh yeah. Okay. This was one that kind of relates to that other question. And it's kind of what we talked about. But so Ryan Solomon on the Banana Bunch asked, as DJ dads, do you ever envision a day where you're watching your own kids do what you do? So, I mean, what do you think? You probably thought about that when they were into your music because you said you were teaching them Ableton and all that.
The problem is things are moving so fast. For me to really think about that, they would have to be like in their 20s right now. Because by the time they get to where I'm at, who knows what's going to be happening? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want them to be happy. I want them to pursue their passion.
Yeah.
and be able to, make a living from that. And if it's doing music, that's fine. But yeah, I would love that, man. I would love to be on stage with my kids or like see them do something similar or do the same thing. I mean, any parent I think would love that because it's kind of like it's almost like bigging yourself up because you brought them to that point,
Yeah. Yeah. I've I think my kid's so young that I haven't really thought about it that much, but I'm
I mean,
careful not.
Nico. I mean, he's been in the studio with you. I mean, you don't have
Yeah.
feelings when he's in there. Like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Oh no, I do for sure. I'm just careful. I'm trying to be really careful not to like push it
Oh yeah,
at all,
yeah.
and not to like. I want to let him figure everything out. Um, and he's been like teaching himself how to play the piano.
That's good. See, that type of stuff is the point. I think that's the quality that you want to be at because that's just like music 101, learning the fundamentals. If it translates to electronic or whatever, that's good. But I
Yeah.
think that's a good place to be at.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point, he was on Ableton making beats. Like, I have him on videotape, like tapping stuff out.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even touch that now, dude. Like, he doesn't even, if I bring it up, he probably doesn't remember doing it. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
like, that's how much it changes. So it's like, I let him do it, but I didn't put my heart into seeing, what might happen because I'm like, they change so fast, man. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
he doesn't want to step in the studio right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe that experience will come back, but it's like I don't know. I don't want him to hate music though. I mean, I would feel crazy if they had some kind of. I mean, I think that just depends on how you raise your kids and your
Yeah.
relationship with them. But I think it'd be crazy if they don't like music because of their relationship with you. I'm pretty
Right.
sure that happens with some relationships.
Oh yeah, for sure. You see it with like sports and stuff too, where parents will like push their kids way too hard.
Dude, you need to do this on stage. That is like amazing right now.
Dude,
She's
I
having the
remember
time of her life, dude.
I played Lost Lands. It was one year. It was the first year. It was the first year that Shaq was on Lost Lands.
Yeah.
And he was playing his set, and I remember I was sitting out on the field with a couple friends watching it, and all of a sudden Jeff Excision came out on stage, and he got on top of Shaq's shoulders, and Shaq was holding him on his shoulders while he was DJing.
Jeez, dude.
It was incredible. There's got to be video somewhere, but it was,
That just tells you how big that dude is. Golly.
dude, it's so crazy. It's crazy talking to him because I'm like, because I've like kind of hung out with him a few times and had conversations, and I'm like, it like hurts my neck.
Yeah.
Because I'm literally talking to him like this. I feel like a little.
Yeah, I've been next to him
kid.
too, and I'm 6'3". It's like I have to look up. I'm just like, this is crazy because
Yeah.
I look tall when I'm in the room.
Yeah, you're tall. He's got like a foot on you.
Yeah, dude, he's big. And then, dude, the dude who plays for freaking San Antonio, what's his name? I forgot his kid's name, but he's even taller than Shaq.
I think I saw Shaq. Is that who Shaq posted a video? I think he posted some video where he was like pushing someone around, and then it was like a joke. He was like pushing.
Yeah, no, that was him. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, like shoots threes like nothing, block shots,
No
dunks.
way. Okay.
That'd be funny if he got on stage with Shaq though at the same time. It'd just
Dude,
be like
he needs to have Shaq right on his shoulders.
not too. I mean, but he's hella skinny. He probably couldn't hold him.
Yeah.
Seeing those dudes on stage is huge. There's a couple of guys like that. I think Pretty Lights is like what 6'6".
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's tall. He's taller than me. What's his name?
Mr. Bill?
Yeah, Mr. Bill.
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
He's tall. He's taller. Yeah, there's a couple of us.
Yeah.
Like a basketball squad.
I've always thought it would be funny to to have like at some of these festivals, probably only because I've been doing jiu-jitsu for the last year, but have like a cage fight between DJs.
Oh, that would be crazy, dude.
Like a little tournament.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. But I only say that because I've been training. I don't know anyone else that
As
does.
soon as you know who steps in the ring, though, I'm out.
Who, Shaq?
No.
Oh, Martin.
Liquid
Oh,
Stranger.
that's right. Yeah, Liquid
There's
Stranger.
a couple of guys who really try. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
You guys just don't know.
Kaiwachi would be an interesting one to roll with and see what happens.
I know, dude. Hey, I was actually thinking yesterday it would be cool if DJs would crew up and have like battles like back in the day.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Like 4 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But I don't know, it's too much ego. People be like, oh wow, I can just do it myself.
Yeah. Yeah, you answered your own question there.
DJ Dads.